Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Art of Morph. Today we're going to be talking about the Flak 88 or the 8.8 centimeter Flak 37 SFL. And this is a anti-air Flak 37 SFL AA gun modernized on a half track. And I have to say, even though this thing has gotten so many nerfs, nerf after nerf after nerf, this thing can still kind of put up a fight. At long ranges, that's where you want to mostly be with this thing. At short range, you can make it work, but it's just a horrendous turret versus gonna kill you. You know, everybody says, oh, the reload's super long on it. I don't really find reload that much of a problem, really. I mean, the turret first could do with a bit of a buff. The penetration is absolutely fine. The pen's absolutely fine. It is a bigger round. Instead of a 75, it's an 88. So means it's going to overmatch thicker armor. And this thing can... well, it will screw you up. If you see this thing looking at you, you're gonna die. Yeah, a lot of people consider this thing overpowered because it's actually got probably the most hilarious weak spots. Not weak spots, hitboxes. You see this fence here. I'll just show you the armor. You see this fence. Now, everybody, you know, most people playing this game are not really that intelligent. So they see a big old box and they just assume, right, shoot center of mass. That's not how it works. It's gonna go right through because spaced armor is not counted as the hit points of the vehicle. It's gonna go right through, and a lot of people have complained saying, "Oh, my shell's gone through, but it's done no damage." It's because it's over penetrated and done no damage. So if you see a flak at this angle, don't shoot here. You will be an idiot. You will look like an absolute prickhead. If you shoot here, your team will laugh at you. You want to shoot here, and of course here. Now, you could shoot here, but I've been shot here, and it hasn't really counted as the hit points of my vehicle. I do apologize for that notification. I've been hit here and I've taken no damage for some reason. It's really weird. Now this is a bit of a funny thing because it's a 14.5mm thick plate, and it seems to be super effective against practically every round. It stops heating its tracks. It just eats everything, and you take minimal damage. It is ridiculous. Now, a lot of people, and this is where I'm not trying to pick fun or anything, but it's unbelievable with the amount of time people load high explosive. They fire and they assume they're going to one-shot you, but they do minimal damage because they've shot here. It is the stupidest... I find some people to be so unbelievable at this game. I'm not trying to come across rude, I really am not. But some people just seem to not have the ability to think and fight at the same time. They shoot here with high explosive, and it will do 10, 15 damage. Depends on the caliber of the gun, really. And then they call you a hacker. Then they report you. You've done nothing wrong. It's part of the game mechanic. You do not want to shoot here or here. And do not shoot here, because this seems to not be part of the hitbox. You want to shoot here. Primarily the gun shield, but if you've got enough, if you're fine like AP or APCR, APHE won't really cut it. It's really weird. APHE, I mean, I get hit by APHE in the side, and it, again, just like HE, it does minimal damage. But APCR and AP, you know, solid shot. I don't know, do you have solid shot in this game? No, that would be the British, wouldn't it? Oh. Yeah, but APCR will completely mess this thing up. It's only got 125 hit points. So if you're dirt gun and this thing comes around the corner like this, just shoot here. Just shoot here. I mean, just shoot this, really. Now, when I first got this, I found it a bit difficult to aim. It's got a fantastic sight, it really does. But I found it a bit difficult to aim. But once you get the hang of it, oh boy, aren't you gonna punish the enemy. You know, this thing can slice through hexes, VK36s, E10s. E10s, it will eat an E10 for breakfast. It will. This thing is... It's nowhere near overpowered. I mean, the long reload, the massive size of it, it's a gigantic machine. It's just... It doesn't do very well on any terrain, except from roads. This thing is awful on grassy terrain, on hilly terrain, on anything. It slides, it slips, it sometimes tries to tip over. This thing is just, it's a real nightmare to play with. But once you get into position, and I don't know what is up with this game, but it seems like, you know, when you sit there still, the enemy can't see you until you start to slaughter them. Then they start to panic and they look around and they try and find you. When they do find you, it's already too late because you've slaughtered a lot of them. You know, I don't really agree with the really heavy reload nerf that this thing got. I just felt like that was unnecessary, to be honest, because now I actually own one. You know, I've experienced just how painful that reload is. It is so painful when you've got, say, a Hetzer, which you can one-shot, but there are going to be times where, you know, you're just going to bounce off the most ridiculous angles. And then, you know, he can reload, you know, basically 3 times as quick as you, or 2.5 times as quick. I do apologise, I'm not particularly feeling well. But you really want to play this thing like a sniper. You can brawl it, which is weird, but on the Mac Factory, I love to take this thing into the factory area and just completely annihilate everything. This thing is the bane of my existence when I'm in my Flak. This thing is cancer, it's overpowered, it's unnecessarily overpowered. Just like this thing. They're both pains in the asses. They really are. They are pains. So, I mean, you can deal with these little buggers. Um, you know, if it because it's really odd. If you just tap the accelerator button slightly, like W or S, but then you take it off, you take your finger off the W or S button, and you press your finger on the D or A, it actually accelerates you, makes you turn quicker, which is weird. But hey, and I do apologise for the chat. I can't really get to the chat. Um, Now I don't have any pre gameplay, so I do apologise. Um, but when this thing was first added, it was ridiculously overpowered. And they did nerf the pen. I think the pen was like 180 something, and then they nerfed it down to 153. It doesn't feel like a nerf because this thing can still. It can't YOLO pen everything. You still have to aim pretty well. You know, you have to aim for low plates, weak spots, something like that. You know, they still say, oh, you just point in that general direction where the tank is, you fire. No, you don't. You really don't. You actually have to aim. But the amount of times I've had people shoot here, sorry, I do apologize, shoot here, and it's done absolutely no damage, and then they type in chat, "You're a hacker, I'm gonna report you, blah 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 blah." It's because they've aimed poorly. They haven't studied the tank. It's not really a tank. It's bloody anti-tank, anti-aircraft vehicle, or an ATAA. So effectively, this thing, it's good. Really, it's a good machine. It's not overpowered. It's a bit on the weak side, really. That reload's just it's not incredibly long, but it's that sort of time where it's just a tad bit too long, and it gets you killed so many times. So, I love this thing, and the thing is that you can turn this around and you can actually drive forwards and shoot this thing at the same time. I hope they don't change that, because otherwise, if they do, it's just gonna force everybody that owns a Flak just to sit at the back forever. You don't want that. You really don't want that, because this thing is ridiculous at long range. It is ridiculous. I'm not joking. It is ridiculous at long range. You get hit by this thing, you're gonna die. Except if you're, say, a T100, which has a stupid amount of health, which should be nerfed, because this thing can take a god awful battering. Oh my god, they actually nerfed it. They actually nerfed the armor. That used to be 100mm thick. About bloody time as well. I'm getting sick and tired of being killed by this thing. But yeah, I've had a few people ask me, why did you go for the Flak first? Well, because the Panther 4J didn't really. I mean, I know it looks like a nice tank, but the Church first looks god awful crap. People that own it say it's a hunk of rubbish, which, when you think about it, it looks like a hunk of crap. It really does. It just looks terrible. I don't know. At the end of the day, I love my Flak. I really do. I enjoy this tank. And it's just so funny. It is so funny when you get some idiots that think, oh, I'm just going to aim in the general direction of just flak and fire. And then, you know, either the HE shell hits the spaced armor, explodes, does minor damage, or the AP CR round overpens and does no damage. And then they have a hissy fit, they quit game, and you know they go on a rampage and everything like that. It's unnecessary, really. It really is unnecessary. And I mean, I could. Oh, there you go. I just thinking about maps. Actually, I actually hate. I'm gonna be honest here. I hate the new open map. I don't like it. It's just so unfriendly to heavy tanks and to the flak, which can't move around. Heavy tanks can't move around. The only tanks that is friendly is the E10, the Puma, the the medium tanks that have good mobility and everything. Everything else just gets messed up. But we're going to take this out and just have a look to see how well we do. So the turret does take a unbelievable amount of time to turn. Not as long as the Kevin 122, but we're gonna see. Ooh. Oh, close. Ah, no! That Puma. God damn. He's a good spotter. He's a very, very good spotter. But yeah. So if this thing will it'll mess you up big time. But you really don't want to. Well, is that tank? Don't think it is. But you really don't want to be too aggressive with this thing, because if you do, you're gonna get punished for it. You're gonna get punished big time. Ooh, that's a big old jump right there. Now, what I'm worried about is no tanks behind me yet. Well, where are they all? Promise, if he comes behind me, I'm gonna be screwed. So this is fun. Don't get stuck. No, don't get stuck. No, don't get stuck. What's that plant support doing? Are you serious? Don't get stuck. Yeah, he did. Yeah, but you have to have very quick reactions just to use this thing. Yeah, I find this thing to be very painful. You know, off-road. It's just such a ridiculous experience. It really is. So we're going to turn the gun around here. Turn. Takes forever to turn. Takes forever to turn. Do that. What's that people got? Here it is. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh why? Oh devs, can you please make a flat map? Just make a flat map. Don't make a map that's so bumpy. It's not fun. It really isn't fun. It's annoying. Or get this thing at least better gun cushion because oh my god. It's annoying. It is frustrating. I know it's not their fault because they want to make you know, exciting maps and all. But my god! Oh Christ! Oh look, there's a Flak map. There's another Flak. There's another Flak. There's somebody over here. Hang on a second. That definitely sounded like an engine of some sort. No, don't do that, Flak. Flak, don't do that. Don't slide. No sliding. Sliding is bad. No, don't get stuck. Ugh. I honestly hate. Oh fuck. Nope, no. Are you joking me? No! Oh no! Go forwards, 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 go forwards. No, go first, go first. Oh no! Oh! Oh, I hate bumpy maps. It screws with these tanks so badly. It really does. Oh, I want a flat map. I don't want an open map. It's just oh. Also, I hope the new matchmaking system that's meant to be coming in, I hope that fixes some of the problems because this is just preposterous. And you get idiots and oh, shit. Hello. Ugh. Deaths kills 2, deaths 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. That wasn't my best game, but you know, we're gonna have another game. We're gonna have another one. Oh, Tank Factory, thank God. It seems to be in this rotation where it goes City Ruins, which is practically a terrible map for the Flak, to Factory, which is a pretty good map for the Flak, to that god awful open map, which is like 3 times the size as the other ones. It really is just a preposterously large map. Got him. Yeah. The problem is Willow, who's that? No, I think it was like a type to me. Somebody got spotted over here. Get off my territory. Territory. Well, mate, I'm coming. Are you? You have to be really? How am I gonna pin that? Yay! Well, KV1E's gonna be a bit of a problem. KV1E should be Swedish, not Russian. Hopefully, when they add in the Swedish tech tree, then they'll add in the, then they will put the KV1E as a Swedish, because it was, Wait, are you? Wait, what? I heard that hit. Come on. Get that pretty face of yours. Now they are. Don't bump into me, you jackass. Oh, hello. That's it? Doesn't look like one. I'm sorry, that hit. The fuck? Oh, you're gonna get it now, boy. I'm gonna charge forward and try and get a shot on this. Wow! Yeah, that makes total sense. What the fuck? Ah, KV1Es will always be KV1Es. Oh, look at that, it's me versus three of them. What a shocking surprise. Get out of my bloody spawn. I don't know how I'm going to kill that KV1E because I can't pen him. It's just not physically possible. It's physically impossible to kill KV1. For fuck's sake, man. I honestly hate jerk-offs like this. They just, I'm gonna find a way to kill him. I'm on a big old juicy way to kill him. No doubt that Pantherful will come back and slap me in the ass. Oh, brilliant shot on his ass then, but okay. Fucking goodness. To look calmly just in case that cave one decides to show so. Are you Oh, clear off, man! Seriously! I honestly hate people like that. They are the biggest jerk-offs ever. Get out my spawn, you prick. Almost that fucking... Oh, clear off. There you go. Fuck, there it is. Off! I can't leave! This is the definition of spawn camping, boys. This is the definition of being an absolute asshole. Go away, everyone. Yeah, fine. Just teammates. Oh my god! Can you leave my spawn? Like, it is the most annoying fucking thing ever. Okay, you're not gonna leave my spawn. I'll fucking hunt you down, you piece of shit. Camp or be camp? Are people brain dead in this fucking game? You'll pop out that corner and you get slapped in the face. I honestly despise spawn campers. I really do. They are the lowest of the low. Well, I can't even shoot him, okay. Yay, finally! God. This guy honestly needs to be kicked from the game, like forever. Most annoying squirt. Shit. Oh. Hey, look at me and my pack puma. I'm sorry, guys, but this is fucking ridiculous. Oh, this can't be enemy base because we're full of shitheads and we don't know how to play the game properly. Oh. Sure, you have to play the game properly, right? Now, where is he located? I mean, the problem is that you've got fucking pumas that are running around. You've got fucking KB1E twats that can't seem to grow another brain cell. And, you know, spawn camping is not only gonna make you, you know, lose friends, but it's gonna make people hate you. And then, you know, anyway, talking about the 88 here. So the 88, the only tank that can really survive the 88 is the KV-1E. As you saw, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't really pen him from the front, which is stupid. It's really dumb. It is honestly the most stupid thing. The KV-1E is honestly one of the most broken heavy tanks in the game. It is honestly stupid. Let's just see how much armor it's got at the front. So 35 plus 75, what? That's 110. That's not, it's 100. 30 plus 70. Yeah, that's 110. And I know it's spaced armor, but for crying out loud, it's an 88mm. So, honestly, I really like the Flak bus. I think it's a really, really nice tank. Well, really nice half track. In my opinion, it does take a lot of skill to use. Turret first is just awful. You're the size of, you know, you're the size of the Empire State Border, and you are as unmaneuverable as a concrete block. So, yeah. So, well, how can I explain this thing? Honestly, it's you know, one shot and everything does get a bit boring. So you know, having some competition is actually really fun. You know, having the fact that yeah, 125 hit points, does that really justify it? 100, 100, 120, 125, Hetzer, 100. So this thing is actually really, really healthy. This thing is really, really healthy. Okay, I take that back. I take that back doubly time. But still, it's got quite a bit of health. So, no doubt it's that same crap map. No, it's not. It's Morning River. But yeah, I like this map. Oh fuck, I like this tank. It's got a good gun. The armor can be very troll at times. If people know where to hit you, then you're gonna die. And I'm actually really curious though. How much damage? How much damage does an AP? 45 plus 51. 45 plus 50, that'd be 95. He's probably using the APHBC round, which would make sense. Totally makes sense. Because that does a ridiculous amount of damage. But yeah, the Flak is pretty good, really. Space Armor is going to combat this gun very, very well. As we see from the KB1E, you can't pen it from the front with this thing. Because it fires an APHE round, means that when the APHE, or the Armor Piercing High Explosive round, hits, the AP tip gets destroyed by the Spaced Armor, and then the HE filler lands on the. So say this is the Spaced Armor of the KB1E. So the shell comes in, the tip goes through, but it gets damaged or destroyed, and then it doesn't have enough pen to get through that the full armor. So yeah, that's why it doesn't pen, because the AP cap gets destroyed, and then you got the HE which just flattens out into a pancake on the armor, and well, this thing is it's not ineffective against space armor, but if you're up against something that has at least, I would say, 25mm or more of space armor, this thing's gonna struggle. Struggle big time. So because the KB1E has 35mm of space armor, means that this thing has no chance. Not even at long range. If you hit the gun mantlet, you might be able to go through, but you know. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. If you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think of the Flak 88. I think it's pretty cool. I would like to see its bigger brother. I think it's a Flak with a 128 or a 105. That would be pretty cool. You know, tier 3 or tier 4. Maybe make it as a premium. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is a well balanced. Now it is well balanced. You know, it's got pretty crap maneuverability and gun depression for a devastating gun, which doesn't always work. And it's got mediocre health, so and it's got very troll armor. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.